This is your prime time forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College and the venue at 5 Points Farms, here's Dr. Don.
Welcome to your Thursday, East Alabama and West Georgia. It's January 2nd, 2025, and I'm Dr. Don with your primetime forecast for this Thursday. It is National Science Fiction Day. Enjoy those science fiction movies. It is National Buffet Day. Now, that's my kind of Thursday. It is Swiss Cheese Day and National Motivation and Inspiration Day. So get out there and make something happen on this Thursday. Thank you, Bama Diesel Repair in Woodland, Alabama, for being a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather. Get in touch with Mark Mitchell at 256-201-3685 for all of your heavy equipment and diesel repair needs. You can also check them out on Facebook. And don't forget to get your ducks in a row with Dukas, Jamie Dukas at 256-831-7770 for all of your Alpha insurance needs. Let's talk weather. Well, the next couple of days will be kind of begging, sunny and dry through Saturday. Probably even through Sunday morning, with mild days, cool nights, no major storm systems. We're good, at least until Sunday afternoon, I think. That's when our next storm system will start to affect East Alabama and West Georgia. Now, we're going to have to watch for the possibility of some strong thunderstorms on Sunday. I think that will stay to our west. Even though a strong storm or two could creep into central Alabama late Sunday into the overnight hours, maybe early Monday morning. But I think any severe weather that may form or develop with this next storm system will likely stay in West Alabama, Mississippi, back into Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, so I'm not really that concerned. Now, on the backside of all of this, maybe early Monday morning across the extreme northern counties of Alabama and Georgia, we could see just enough cold air to turn some of that into snow flurries. This is how it works in the South this time of year. You get a strong cold front that moves through, and then the winds turn out of the northwest, and they will be very breezy on Sunday and Sunday night, much like what we saw over the last couple of days, where we could be looking at wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Again, this is on Sunday night into Monday, and especially on the backside of that cold front. And then the cold air starts to pour into the southeast. So with some of that wraparound moisture, we could see snow flurries across the northern tier of counties across Alabama and Georgia into the wee hours of Monday morning. Up here in northeast Georgia, that could be throughout the day on Monday. We could have periods of snow flurries. No accumulation would be possible, we don't think, on Monday, because this is not going to be deep moisture that we would be dealing with on the backside of the system. So just keep that in mind. I would not expect snow flurries in East Alabama or West Georgia on Monday. We get that system out of the way, and then we can start getting a really good look at the next system. No question, there's absolutely zero question that our temperatures are going to turn brutally cold next week. After we get this system out of here on Monday, we drop off into the deep freeze, and it's going to be an extended period of cold temperatures, at least through next week, and most likely it's looking like this is going to be an extended event that may last up to 2 weeks. Now, the next big, huge question in all the buzz on social media is what's going to happen 1 week from today, next Thursday, into next Friday, or potentially even into next Saturday. We could, and I say could, folks, listen and comprehend what I'm saying. we could be looking at a winter storm setup across the deep south. Now, exactly where that will take place is a huge question this morning, and we really got to get this system out of here this weekend before we can really see good what may or may not happen next at the end of next week. Could it be a snowstorm that would be very impactful for East Alabama and West Georgia? Absolutely, there could be. Are we saying that is what's going to happen? No, we are not. We're just simply giving you that possibility. We know cold air will be in place. We believe that there will be a low-pressure system that forms in the Gulf of Mexico, and that is a classic setup for a significant snowstorm somewhere across the southeastern United States. You got to understand, it takes two things. You got to have cold temperatures. That's going to be there. I mean, there's no question about that. Then you got to have moisture. And typically, to get a good snow in the southeast, you have to have a low-pressure system in the Gulf of Mexico. That's what we think is going to happen. But exactly where that low forms and exactly where it tracks is going to have extreme impacts as to who gets it and who doesn't, who gets potentially ice and who gets potentially snow and who gets a combination of all of the above. If the low-pressure system takes a more southerly track out into the central Gulf of Mexico, then that's going to pull the moisture way down into South Alabama, South Georgia, Northwest Florida. And could there be a decent snow in those areas? Certainly, that's possible. If the low-pressure system tracks further north, right along the Gulf Coast regions, then that would push the moisture up into central Alabama, East Alabama, and middle Georgia, and that's where the heaviest snow could set up. If the low pressure tracks across South Alabama, South Georgia, then that would push the precipitation way up into Kentucky and Tennessee, and it would be too warm across the area where the low pressure tracks, and so you wouldn't see anything but rain across East Alabama and West Georgia. All of these are possibilities, and I know you're seeing a ton of different models out there on the social media platforms. I posted some stuff yesterday afternoon, not as a forecast, but to simply give you an idea of some of the possibilities as we head toward next Thursday. So, I know the snow lovers are freaking out this morning. They're really getting excited, and they want to see a big, huge snow across East Alabama and West Georgia. And, yeah, I even like to see a little snow from time to time, too. My favorite is like 6 to 7 inches of snow today, and then back to 70 degrees and sunshine tomorrow. That's the perfect scenario. I don't think that's what we're looking at here. I think any snow that falls next week, if it does at all, is probably going to hang around for several days because those cold temperatures will definitely be in place. So take a deep breath. We've got a long way to go before we get there. I will have to tell you that some of the models, some of the more trusted models, are showing no snowstorm at all. I mean, we're not even showing any rain. And then you have others that go completely to the extreme with a major winter storm across East Alabama and West Georgia 1 week from today. Nonetheless, it'll be fun to watch this as it evolves. And, of course, we'll have full coverage for you right here on Dr. Don's Weather. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms. Currently, it is 28 degrees out there. Cold start to your Thursday morning. Wind is calm at the moment. The humidity is 93%. The barometric pressure is at 30.04. Dew point is at 27 this morning. The high temperature yesterday was 53 degrees. Sunshine this morning, even though there may be some high-level clouds out there from time to time. Sunrise was at 6:46, and the sun sets this evening at 4:47 p.m. It is going to be a sunny day for the most part, maybe a few high-level clouds, but we are looking at a sunny day for East Alabama and West Georgia. 51 will be the high this afternoon in Roanoke and Wedowee. Woodland will make it to 51, 50 up in Carrollton, 51 over in Alexander City, and Lafayette tops out at 52 degrees. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent, for your Thursday. Sunshine, 51 this afternoon, down to 31 tonight. Friday, mostly sunny, 52. We'll dip into the upper 20s on Friday night. Saturday will be a mostly sunny day. Daytime high only 48 degrees on Saturday. 30 your overnight low Saturday night. Then the next system moves in on Sunday. We'll give you a 50% chance of rain by afternoon. We'll increase that to an 80% chance of rain on Sunday night, down to 37, so we'll stay well above freezing. And then on Monday morning, a 20% chance of rain will continue throughout the day, and across extreme North Alabama, North Georgia, we could see a mixture of rain, snow flurries, maybe switching over to all snow flurries at some point, periods of snow showers or flurries throughout the day on Monday across North Alabama, North Georgia. That does not include East Alabama or West Georgia. The high will only be 41 out there on Tuesday as we fall off into the deep freeze with that cold air invasion. Windy conditions down to 21 degrees on Tuesday night. And I got to tell you, I've seen a sneak peek at Wednesday, and right now we may not get out of the 30s on Wednesday with overnight lows down into the teens. And then that next system in here 1 week from today. Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar showing no precipitation across the entire southeastern United States at this hour. Hope that you'll take an opportunity to support Dr. Don's Weather every chance you get. At the top of the video on Facebook and at the bottom of the video on YouTube, you'll find multiple different ways to support Dr. Don's Weather. Please consider doing that. That's how we continue to bring you our weather coverage here for East Alabama and West Georgia. And we'll start doing some Weather Talk Lives probably starting tomorrow night as we start to get a little better look at what may happen next Thursday across the southeastern United States. Hey, if you own a business, send me a message on Messenger. I can get you started as a partner by the time we do our very next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will happen first thing tomorrow morning here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.